Parliament. Good morning. I'm here today in Atlanta, Georgia. I have the pleasure of interviewing Councilman Robertson, and he is the owner of CBD City. And he's graciously given us his time today on this Sunday morning, and we're going to ask a few questions. So, Councilman Robertson, could you go ahead?
Can I first say a point of correction? I'm the co-owner and co-founder of Amerigreen Organics, which is our parent company, and we have several properties in that company. So greetings on behalf of my business partner, Loveless Johnson, and myself, who represent Amerigreen Organics. You are sitting in one of our properties, which is CBD City store. So I yield to you now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, look, our very first question that I have for you, sir, is could you just speak to us a little bit about your history, how you have gotten involved in the hemp space, and just for those of us who are not from Georgia, just a little bit about yourself, please.
Well, I'm an environmentalist, and I have a very big passion on the environment and saving the planet. And also, I have a very big passion on community engagement. I have 30 years in government, in politics, and community engagement. I've consulted with the Atlanta Falcons, the Blaine Foundation, Mercedes-Benz, Habitat for Humanity, and making sure that they understand the underserved communities, of educating them on sustainability and going green. And as you know, hemp is one of the most sustainable plants around. They use that right now in making sure the climate change, how they pull out the carbon monoxide. So it's a sustainable plant. So I fell in love with the hemp plant automatically.
Incredible. And tell me, how did you begin to learn so much about the plant itself? How did you get all your knowledge?
Well, I think most of us, we're in a whole new era now. We're in a whole new era of artificial intelligence. We can pull down anything, educate us. I've been on several conferences, panels, educating myself, reading books. As you go through our store, we have about 15, 16 different books. I've read half of them, and I've attended several different classes, but I just took a deep dive in the first of the agriculture department and the farming of hemp and the blessings of hemp, because in 2018, as we all know, when the agriculture said that the hemp seed is just like a corn seed and a tomato seed, you can put it in the ground, you can grow it and harvest it. So when you look at the lay of the land from a vertically integration period, the farming industry really needs this, the fiber, as you know, Nike are doing sneakers now. Levi's are doing jeans, concrete, they're building hemp concrete. There's so many different applications for hemp. It's phenomenal. But then when you pivot and you can understand the powers of the cannabinoid and pulling that extract from the hemp plant, that's when I just said, woof, it was my sweet spot. It was my sweet moment. I was home. I knew what I was supposed to do for the rest of my life.
Fascinating. And tell me, like, there's so many different stores these days. It seems like they're popping up everywhere. Can you explain to me, what is it that sets CBD City apart from the rest of these other types of stores that are out there, please?
Well, it's very easy. We had, based on my background, we had a community focus. If you don't mind, a point of personal privilege, the location that we are in on Cascade Heights, for those who don't know, in reference to Atlanta, this is the most affluent legacy community in Atlanta. The last five mayors, less than 3.5 miles from here. Hank Aaron, the former baseball king from the Atlanta Braves, his family's home is 2 miles from here. Ambassador Andrew Young still lives less than 1.5 miles from here. Are you understand? Are you picking up what I'm dropping?
I am.
Maynard Jackson. Plus, we have a plethora of notables. Big Boy, CeeLo, all of them right down the street from Headland and DeLow. This area is the ground zero for holistic health choices for a particular age community of the affluent African Americans. This area also is underserved in healthcare. There's healthcare disparities, so we are setting up and focus on community.
it's honestly, what do you think it is? Why is there been so much, just so much noticeable people from this area? Why do you think it's been such a prominent space for such important people?
So, well, let me digress too, just to let you know, we are in right now the yoga room. So this room right here, we have yoga classes in it, okay, and also we use it for a community room as well. Our first event was for the Georgia Sickle Cell Anemia Foundation. We were here 3 months. The Georgia Sickle Cell Anemia Foundation is right across the street. They've been there for 50 years. We came to this community and said, guess what? We want to uplift you. We want to do an event for you. We want to raise money for you. So this space right here, we had vendors, we had educational pieces about the Georgia Sickle Cell Anemia. That same week, just so happened, we didn't know it, but the universe lined it up. They got a recognition at the state capitol. So they was riding this momentum, and then they talked about this event. We raised nearly $1,000 for that organization. Again, we had been here only 3 months. Our focus was on community, and we understand that we all need each other. And after that, we did a Black History Month event for Dr. Walter Young, who's Ambassador Andrew Young's brother. He's a dentist. He's been over here for 52 years. His dentist office is right across the street. So we saluted him. We acknowledged him. We focus on community. We are right there on community, making sure that they have a safe place to come talk about the holistic options they need right now.
I really think that's something special that is often missed, everybody. And actually, when we talk about like serving your community, I think you've just really hit the nail on the head, right? This is not just something that's said. It's like you're putting on events, you're looking to your local businesses around you, those who maybe need some support, and actually contributing to society. And I think it's something that is often missed, and it's just a real pleasure talking with a company that genuinely cares.
And if you don't mind, first of all, your shoes are dope. Okay, they're fly. Okay, you're fly. Okay, they're fly. So they represent part of what we call the ATL culture. So I recognize that. But also, just to let you know, there was a guy, and his name is Gary Chambers. He's running for United States Senator from the state of Louisiana. Please do your research on Gary Chambers, representing for United States Senator for the state of Louisiana. He's an African American. He did a video to introduce that he was running. He lit a pre-roll in the field in a big, robust chair, because he's a big, robust brother. And he lit it and he smoked that pre-roll, and then he started talking about all the injustices of our people being locked up for what right now is being legal, and most people cannot benefit, who basically led the pathway for it. So he broke down the criminalization on that. I saw that video. I told my gentleman in my office, I said, find him, bring him to Atlanta. Within 48 hours, we had got in touch with him. Within 7 days after that, he was walking through this door. He walked through this door.
You must have been working hard during that week. My goodness, did you see a week turnaround for yourself?
I didn't expect it, because I wanted to do something like a month away. He's like, well, we could be in Atlanta next week. I was like, anyway, we was committed to that. But let me tell you how this thing manifested. I had an intern from Spelman. We do intern programs. We have a young intern from Spelman. Shout out to Miss Treasure. She just graduated, by the way, Spelman, class of 2022. She came in here. We created an internship program for her. So when Gary Chambers came, she had a group of students from the HBCU come. And then on top of that, through our network, I had a lot of other CBD store owners and bloggers and stakeholders, people who worked in legislators. They came down and had a meet and greet, and we turned around and raised over $17,000 for Mr. Chambers in less than 8 days. My name is Lance. I'm serious about this business of growing.
That's nothing short of incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually had an opportunity to check out that video.
He's a real deal.
Oh my god.
He's a real deal.
You sit and the
He's
music,
a real deal.
and just to actually see someone, smoking and actually being serious. It's not like, hey, oh, you're smoking cannabis, you shouldn't be taken seriously, right? It's like we all need to wake up to the fact that this is a powerful, powerful plant. There is not just the cannabinoids, but there's the fibers. There's plenty other parts to this plant that can really help not only heal us, but heal this earth. And And I think it's fascinating to actually see people that are bringing up very important subjects, just like the fact that we actually have 40,000 prisoners incarcerated right now for non-violent cannabis crimes.
That's right.
And we actually just partnered with a company called 40 Tons for that exact cause, because honestly, I was unaware, coming from Ireland originally, the amount of people that are in jail for this. And just like you said, it is really sad when we see the fact that we are currently making money.
That's Representative Park Cannon. She's the state rep for this particular district. On Wednesday, we're doing an event because on the ballot in the state of Georgia is a questionnaire about legalizing marijuana and taxing it like we do in the Georgia lottery. Most people don't know they're here. So again, back to that community focus, back to building our tribe, building our community, building it. This right here, I'm living my happy. I mean, I'm truly living my happy. You hit it right. There are so many holistic health benefits in the hemp plant, led by cannabinoid, but there's so many different health factors. This is our job. We wear medical uniforms. We wear medical scrubs. We always tell our clients we are not doctors, but we do point to the case studies. We point to that, and I yield with them fly shoes.
Yeah, no, I gotta say, like, you know, since I've been down here in Georgia, I've been fortunate enough to go to a lot of different hemp dispensaries, and I gotta say, the moment I walked in here, how you're greeted, the way people are dressed, the information that you're given, this is really what people are looking for. Right? When I think there's a very big difference between products that you're going to find in a smoke shop. For instance, the service that you're going to get, it is very different than what many people are actually looking for. A lot of people, they need far more education. They need to come to people who are educated and informed. And I definitely noticed just the level of care. And not only that, this room that we're currently in, having this as, again, added value for the community, right? We're not here to just sell you things. We're here to actually try to make it to heal.
Yeah.
And it is just something that's very important that's often missed.
Well, can I add, and I can feel it right now, but when we did our opening, we brought in the community African tribe drummers. And they brought in all our ancestors right where you're sitting right here, and they was drumming, and I can feel it, the vibration still in this room right now, because everybody in here, we represent legacy and generation. This is our bloodline. So what you see is me, and what I see is you, but our ancestors, you know, what they went through, what they sacrificed, the things we know and the things we don't even know. I'm just so thankful. I'm just so thankful for this freedom. Even though this world's upside down, I'm still so thankful for this opportunity for freedom to truly have a voice and do what you want. I try my day every day to be my best. Every day.
You know, it brings a smile to my face. It's intoxicating, honestly, when you're around like-minded people, when you can be in this place of abundance, right?
Yes.
And gratitude, I feel, is just one of, regardless of what you have, you can be thankful for the fact that I'm living, I'm here on this earth, I have clothes on my body, I have a family, I have people who love me, and I think that it's just very important in order to live a fulfilled life, is that you just are thankful for everything that you have. And so, believe me, I am very much on that same frequency with you. I come from Ireland, that they are still, you know, wasting taxpayers' money on people who smoke, you know, a couple of joints, bringing them to court. And I feel extremely grateful to have the opportunity that I have to be involved in this industry, to even be able to come and sit down and talk with you, Councilman, is just.
You can call me Lance. It's okay.
Okay,
we're fine. We're fine.
Thank
Now,
you,
but also, this is important because this is about building and building collaboration. So, when your team reached out to me, Owl.
Yep.
Reached out to me and created this opportunity just to converse and have a dialogue. It was instantaneously that we had a common core value of similarities. You came in like sustainability, environment, and your social impact cause group that we're going to be working with. as well. So this was a like-minded energy, and now we're amplifying, and now we're having this conversation. But this is a $9 billion industry. The hemp industry, period, is projected as a $9 billion. The retail is about a $300 million industry. And in reference to diversity, there's just over 5%. I have people come through this door. I have all type of people to come through this door. I have young people that come in here looking for and assuming that we're a smoke shop, and I quickly try to educate them of where we are. But at the same time, I tell them, listen, understand this industry that you are just walking into. It's only 5 years old. We need people like you to understand this industry. We need you, because when I grow to my second and third store, who am I going to put in there?
Absolutely.
We need each other. We have to make it work. You can manufacture products. We have our own apparel line, sustainable apparel line that we're going to be doing business together with. And but there's so many different avenues here, and ancillary companies as well. This industry is wide open. As my granddaddy used to say, there's a lot of meat on this bone. So come on over, for real. I yield.
Thank you, Lance. And look, to just see it's important that we all recognize this is not just the oils.
It's not.
Right? It's not just the oils.
It's
and
not.
when you come in, make
It's
sure
not.
everybody, when you're in Atlanta, you make sure that you come by to CBD City, because it's apparel, it's education. Not only that, but you got extremely good products, and then you also have got wonderful art on the walls. And if you could maybe touch on just some of the art there.
And I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So what we start off. We have toothpaste, we have popcorn, we have ice cream, we have lemonade, we have hemp water, we have the bubble bath. We go on it. We have our pet products. We have gourmet chocolate, caramel. We have honey, Cascade, hemp honey, and others. This place is like a upscale pharmacy and convenience store and healthy candy shop. This is the place. And again, now that we've added our AmeriGreen sustainable hemp apparel, this is going to be phenomenal. In our hemp apparel piece, we have another social clause for the special need siblings, autistic children, autism. A lot of people are using now CBD for that, and we understand the social cause and the impact on families. So $5 from every garment sold from our hemp apparel line goes to the sustainable siblings of autistic children.
Incredible. And it's really important that we recognize that there is so many people, from whether they are autistic, whether they have epilepsy, that CBD is actually something that is non-psychoactive.
That's right.
And is actually bringing a lot of relief to these
That's right.
people. And it doesn't take a lot for us to think about, hey, how can we contribute even a little? If we could all just be doing a little bit more, we can really be making an impact. And so it was, as I said, when you know, right? When I sat down with Lance, we talked, and it was very clear very quickly that we had a lot in common with trying to help our communities, and that's why we're going to be absolutely making sure that we do more and more together. And Lance, can you tell me a little bit about what are some of the most popular products when people come into this store? What is it that they like?
It's kind of interesting. We have built a fan base for our tinctures. I have a lot of elders that come in here. They come in here and they say they have pain. They have pain. The tinctures, our pain cream, we've developed that base. We have a lot of people that come here because guess what? The world is heavy right now. We have been traumatized from 2020 is the marker, but as a community of color, we've been traumatized for generations. So the world is heavy. The Black Lives Movement, right now we're in a war. This babies can't get formula. People are getting shot. People are getting smacked on stage. The world is heavy. And they come here, you know what they say? I just need something to relax. I'm just so stressed out. I have anxiety. And we try to be their holistic healthcare resource. So we sell a lot of gummies, and soon we'll be featuring some new gummies. We sell a lot of vapes. I have a gentleman that comes in here, and he has mild seizures, and his wife. I open up at 10 o'clock, and they're in the parking lot at 9:30 waiting to get some of the cartridges and vapes that they choose that works for them. Different things work for different people. Brownies. I have a group down the street called the Dancing Moms because we have a dancing school down the street. Yeah. And because it's COVID, they have to park in the parking lot. So now, because this is a safe place and it's a fly place, they come in, they get the lemonade, they get the brownies, they go sit in the car, and they just unwind, until it's time to get the little ones and go home. But we have something for everyone, and we make sure that they make the choice that they make, and we back it up with the premium top products. That's what we do. Our products are top line, tier one.
That was one of the biggest things that really got me involved in hemp and cannabis, was that really what this does is it actually gives the power back to you.
Yes.
And we've come from an age where it's, hey, I don't know what's best for my body, I gotta go to the doctor. And you should always, of course, consult your doctor and make sure that you're making the right decisions. Yeah. However, I think people have become sick and tired of being given this pill to fix this side effect of this other pill. And now what happens is people can enjoy some gummies. Yes. They can enjoy some tinctures. They might decide it's a vape cart, and they say, my body feels good, and I don't need somebody else to tell me that. And can you tell me, Lance, it seems like you have all different types of people and ages that come into the store. Can you tell me a little bit more about those demographics? Is it like really old people, like moms? Let me
tell you this. And if for those who are in social media land, at CBD City, Cascade Heights, CBD City at Cascade Heights, or at CBD stores, there's several visuals that we have out there and testimonials that we have. But we start off with, I have two young ladies that come in here. They in high school. They say, Mr. Lance, can we wait at the front door for our parents? I have two chairs sitting right there for them. I don't even speak to them. I give them the two chairs. They sit there. They've been coming here for 4 months. 4 months. I don't even know their name. But they come in here, they sit right there, and then they say, thank you, Mr. Lance. And then they go, this is a safe place. They identify this as a safe place. And so while they're in here at the front, minding their business, now comes in the young man down the street who has a tattoo parlor, and he's coming in here, okay? That's how we mix. Yeah. Then I can look up, and there's Dr. Walter Young coming in, right? Yeah. We have a plethora, and then we have our hipsters that come in. And we find out again, there's a lot of people still working from home. When they take their break, they're just like, I'm trying to unwind right now, and so they come in. So I have a lot of working from home corporate America folks that come in here. I have a lot of pastors that come in here. Yes, they come in here because they have areas that they need to relax because of the anxiety and stress, because everyone comes to them. It's phenomenal. I have construction workers, has knots everywhere and all of this, for real. And they come in here. I have a demographics from 21 to 81. I had a young man come in here, big, robust brother, and he had a firearm. And I said, excuse me, young man, I'm the only one in here packing. Can you go back outside? And I was testing myself because, these young brothers have no fear. Sure. He put the gun up. He came back in here. He told me he was in street pharmacy.
Sure, yep.
Okay? And he wanted to know how can he learn about legalizing his business. I've been speaking to him for now about 2-3 months now, and he brings other folks in here in that space, and they just call me the OG. Mr. Lancy OG, and I received that. I received that. This location is special to me, and I don't know if I shared this with you, but again, I'm in my 50s. My mom is from Atlanta, but she worked in Boston and married my father in Boston. When they split up, she moved us to Atlanta. Her first job was directly across the street 45 years ago at 2289 Cascade Road. So at 10 years old, this was a beauty salon, Dolores' beauty salon. I used to run across the street. This was my first memory of Atlanta. I went to high school right down the street. Now, while she was working over there, she goes down the street to Dr. Walter Young, and he becomes our dentist, and he says, well, my brother's running for office, Andrew Young. I go to the campaign. This is the first time I see a black man on a poster with an afro, and it said, Think Young. I was like, wow. I mean, that image just stuck with me. 45 years later, I come back as city councilman, Lance Robinson, black-owned business owner, Lance Robinson, right across the street from where my mother, Brenda Frankie Robinson, who's in heaven, introduced me to Atlanta. I am truly, truly living my purpose and where I'm supposed to be. That's a wrap. Wakanda.
That was just incredible. Just incredible. I just want to say a big thank you, Lance, for everything that you've shared.
I can feel those
today.
ancestry spirits right now. I mean, I can feel them. They're talking to us. They're talking to us.
Yeah, that was just, I really feel the love, Lance, and everything that you stand for. And it has really just been an honor to be able to sit here and talk with you. I really thank you for giving me the time.
My new brother.
Thank you very much.
We got to do better. We got to do better. We need each other. We breathe the same air.
We are doing better together right now.
Love thy neighbor, love thy father, and love thyself.
Well said.
My name is
Thank you.
Lance.